Silence is here. We have to start from this point. And the music has to come from this silence. We tend to think a recording is just focused about the artist that plays the music. But in fact, it's a teamwork. It's really the sound that Richard will capture through his microphones, through his setting. He has to understand not only my sound, but also the world of the composers. He has to catch it.
Can you play a little bit so I can just hear the piano?
It's a legendary piano. This CD18 from Istomin Horowitz. You never have this kind of experience in your life. You're never so lucky to experience that in your life.
What I want to do is create a sound that matches the emotion that the music is portraying. I'm recording for stereo, but at the same time we're experimenting with immersive audio, providing audio in 3 dimensions. Great. You ready to go? So we can try 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
Super.
Let's do this.
Just give me 30 seconds to get upstairs.
Yeah. You have the talk back button otherwise.
Okay, I'm here. Stand by, please. Okay, stand by, please. This will be take 50. In working with Julien on this project, it's been kind of amazing for me for a couple of reasons. We think very similarly, which makes it very easy to collaborate. I like his style, I like what he wants to get out of the music. Secondly, it's Ravel and Mompou repertoire, a composer from Spain, early 1920s, 1930s. And Mompou, as Julien showed me, his writing is very similar to Ravel for solo piano. And it's related so well, it just makes the perfect sense for the flow of an album.
What I liked to do in this album is to put a mirror between them and let them reflect to each other, because they share the same vocabulary. Not the same grammar, but the same vocabulary. They have a different way to express things, but it comes the same result in the end. I'm starting to get tired.
Sorry. Do you want to go from plus lent, do that section?
Yeah.
Why not?
I would love that.
Yeah, let's cover that section.
Okay.
Are you ready to go?
Yep.
Okay, this will be take 51. So Julien actually, in preparing this repertoire, memorized everything. So he played, the very first thing we did the first morning, he sat down and played through everything from memory, 65 minutes of music. And aside from repeating a couple measures too many times, his memory was perfect, which is great. You know, we talk about turning off one side of the brain. So he's not using his eyes and brain process to absorb what's on the printed page. It's all inside him. It's in his soul. And he can just think of making interesting colors and actually not overthink, but just let the music flow out of him because it's in him.
To bring back the people to the silence, to their own silence. That was the idea of Mompou, in order to create a movement and to bring creators to follow this movement and bring back this voice of universe, because we come from this silence, from this stardust. And the music has to come from this silence. The silence is giving birth to the sound. And then the sound is coming back to silence. It's not a secret. It's not a death. It's just there. We just have to listen to it. The freedom of the sound has to play with this space and time. How do you project the sound into space? And the quality of the sound has to change for every note, like if it was a new word and a new world. Every note is the first note, and in one note there are every note. This is the magic of Mompou. There is nothing much to say, but you say everything.
Julien's style, he'll follow the markings in the score from the composer, but in his own way. For instance, sometimes Ravel would write assez vif, which means, with lots of energy. So he would do that, but it would be his style of showing lots of energy. And for this repertoire, it wouldn't mean loud, or too agitated, but sort of dancing, I guess. There are expressions in the music like lointain, which means far away. So how do you, with microphones at the same distance from the piano throughout the recording, how does the pianist press the keys down and make the sound of the piano sound like it's actually further away than the previous notes he just played? Well, Julien can do that, and very well.
But just the presence, my presence, is enough. If it's successful, because sometimes it's not. The magic doesn't happen, but if it happens, then the audience feels his presence and become present. Also, they quit whatever they were doing. They don't realize that they're quitting everything to just listen. Oh.
Great.
Many.
Bravo. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Good.
I think the sound is right.
Uh-huh.
You should come in here for just so you know what the
Okay.
final sound will be.
Upstairs.
Good. Great.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that'll give us a basic idea for sound, and but by all means point out anything I can just tell you quickly that this sort of thing, it was working really well, I thought.
Yeah.
The contrast. So, let's see.
Yeah, I tried to do what you suggested.
Right, so this take us from this section.
We have so many things coming up to our eyes, to our sense in general. It's very aggressive. I think we lost the magic of listening. It's not hearing, it's listening. It's another process. The listening process involves you to be active, in a way. It requires your presence. Did I add one more here?
I think, yeah. Actually here. Yeah, right.
We met on the day we started to record, basically. And it's like I met him forever. Like I knew him from a long time ago, and we're used to record together. We know what we're gonna do. It was this kind of encounter that is magical, because you don't need words, and the person understands where you want to go. And that's one of the talents of Richard. And I loved it. I loved to experience that recording sessions together with him. I think I had one more here, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I thought, the time disappeared even though we recorded in less than 1 day and a half. Yeah, I like it.
It's good, right? Yeah.
Yes, he wrote céder légèrement.
But you get an idea for the sound anyway.
Yes, yeah.
I should skip ahead maybe and show you. I want to show you
Maybe the end. No?
this measure. It's really quite nice. I wonder what you think. Yeah, and then we'll go to the end. Let me see. I can find this place, I think. Let me just skip a...
Let's.
Yeah, I had to find
you wrote
plus,
it.
but you didn't like it. Let's play it
Once
again.
more. Last time?
It's the break. You don't like the break?
Yeah, there is a small break.
I can close that up a little.
No,
Not as good. So 35.
it's rushing them, but it's my fault. I mean,
To me, it sounds exciting. So.
Yeah, okay. But I would like, this is the top. Yum, it has to open, not
Right.
to yum.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
Yum, it's party. It's
Yeah.
something exciting.
I gotta finish marking. Let's see. This is the real 28. Yeah. No.
No.
You don't like this
There is
growl
one note in all this mess that is wrong.
every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the pianist?
Oh, 33. Here we go. Oh, and 35 you liked yesterday. Remember?
35.
But I said okay, but plus 33. So let's hear those two. Who's the pianist? Ah.
Yeah.
That's it. But tell me about this here. You like it?
Yeah, we have to compare, but I don't say that classical music is the key to every problem of the world, but maybe it's a door to figure out. There are many other doors, but maybe it can change the life of a person that for the first time will experience listening. Yeah, I think we have it from.
So you
This
do
guy
this.
is tired.
You actually do this with your thumb, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Da da da. Boom.
Okay, yeah. From
Always, but
instead
this
of
one
the,
sounded
from the
good.
outside, yeah.
Okay. Great.